Today is the biggest day in Okanjima's history. After months of planning, 4-year-old cheetah Coco and her 4 companions are about to be released onto a 40,000-acre reserve, signalling the start of Namibia's most ambitious cheetah release project yet.
Are we going to close the gate behind them once they're out?
Yeah. And we're going to stick water here.
Yeah, I'm going to bring water here.
A thing of water.
For Coco's gang of 5, it's just another day. For Africat's founder, Wayne Hansen, and his team, it's the culmination of a lifetime's work.
Let's not forget, this is a big day. This is really special. This is something that's come a long way. And yeah, time has dawned. Freedom is what it's all about. It's the #1 link to happiness. And this is what we've given them today.
The cheetahs face a tough test. Up to now, they've been fed meat. But from here on in, they'll need to hunt for their food. As one of the weaker predators, they'll have to learn to survive in a world where bigger, stronger animals will challenge them for food and territory. Wayne's sister, Donna, knows the dangers they'll face.
They have such a desire and such an instinct to just charge and chase anything and everything. And that's where the injuries come in.
They've never seen leopards in their lives, so the first interaction is going to be the most important. Hopefully they learn, or that's also where you can get your first injuries. So the next couple of days is going to be a lot of sleepless nights.
For the last time, Carla and Dave bring out food to coax the cheetahs into the reserve.
They're definitely going to need some food to get them out the gate. I think Coco's probably going to be the first one out.
Because he's also quite food.
Yeah, Bones also likes his food. So it might be an all scramble for the last meal, poor things.
The cheetahs have been well fed over the last few days to give them a head start in the reserve. Once they've had this meal, they can survive for a couple of days before they need to bring down prey of their own.
Okay, there's more meat here than cheetahs.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't matter.
Okay, let's put the bowls down.
Just going to stick the bowls down before we open the gate up. We'll put it down there, Carl. There.
Yeah.
Finally, the moment that everyone's been waiting for. The gates are opened. The cheetahs associate the whistling with meal times. And it's not long before they come running. Led as always by the ever-confident Coco.
Come, guys, look. Here.
Without a second thought, Coco runs straight to the food.
As predicted, Coco's the first one.
After grabbing their meal, the cheetahs separate, instinctively looking for a shady hiding place to eat.
So far, so good. Yeah, the test will come when they wander off and start realising that they're no longer in that camp and that they must now fend for themselves.
In the coming weeks, the gang of 5 face huge challenges. Their instincts haven't been tested since they were rescued from the wild as cubs. Whether they'll now resurface remains to be seen.
We've actually put them in a situation where it is potentially dangerous, but they have to have this chance in the wild. It's man that intervened in getting them out the wild in the first place, and now we've given them the chance to have their lives back.
The new enclosure has been designed to create an authentic habitat for the cheetahs. And as they tackle their last human-provided meal, a natural feast appears not far away.
There's a group of warthogs that are just running across the side. I don't suppose our cheetahs will... Oh, yeah,
this one might have seen
them.
him.
Yeah.
Cheetahs have superb eyesight and are able to pinpoint prey at great distances. Four-year-old male, Spud, targets the warthogs.
Oh, they're coming closer, look. Yeah.
But almost immediately loses interest.
No,
no.
no, piece of meat's much more interesting. But when you've got food, you don't chase something else, you know?
No.
So,
Once their meals are over, the five begin to take in their new territory. One they now share with leopards and hyenas. Spud begins calling to the other cheetahs.
it's the call.
He's actually, I think he's looking for his siblings. Those noises are...
Cheetahs employ a variety of vocal communications, some audible for up to 2 kilometers. Frankie responds to his brother's contact cry, and eventually the two are reunited. Alongside his brother, Spud begins to investigate his surroundings. Male cheetahs tend to stick together, living and hunting in small groups or coalitions. Instinctively, Spud scales a termite mound to stake out the area.
Oh, boy. It's a good thing that these cats are sitting on termite mounds, because it's a way that they look out and see where the prey is.
Employing strategies like this will give Spud the edge over the coming weeks. In the days ahead, the team will need to follow Spud and his companions' progress closely. But for now, they'll allow themselves a moment to mark a memorable day for Okanjima.
Nice. Cause for celebration.
Cheers.
It's nice standing here celebrating the release, but also it's like, I think it's like having children. I don't have children yet, but I think it's always keeping an eye on them, just making sure where they are. There's one. For the cheetahs, this is the most vulnerable and the most dangerous time now. It's because everything they're going to meet today and following days, they have never seen before. So yeah, they're going to have a lot to learn. This is it. Now the fun begins.
The gang of five have an exciting future ahead of them. But back at the clinic, it's a very different story. Quattro, the cheetah cub hit by a car, will be spending the night under Carla and Dave's care. While Dave offers him some food, Carla steels herself for a long night.
Tonight might be a bit of a sleepless night. It might be a few trips to the clinic to check that everything's okay. There's a boy. I have got a soft spot for small animals. They tend to be more helpless, and obviously I have the mother. I do the mothering thing. Dave has a soft spot for them, but being a manly, macho man, he doesn't like to admit it too much.
I don't agree with that. No, I agree I've got a soft spot, but I don't agree that I don't like abusing him.
Instead of me making the trip to the clinic, I might wake him up and make him come and check.
The next 24 hours will be critical.
Ready for night, for bed? Yeah? Gonna lock you up, cover you up.
Tomorrow, Quattro's injured leg will be x-rayed. the results will determine his future.
Okay.
Night, night.
See you in the morning.